Hi, I'm Jordan with SomerKnight Cosplay.
Oh, and I am Bean J Bunny. Would you like me to say my Instagram and Facebook page?
Yeah, sure, go right ahead.
Okay, doke. On Instagram, I am Bean Cosplay, Bean Cosplay, and on Facebook, I am Bean Bunny Cosplay. After the bunny in there.
Yeah. Glad you joined us today. Why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about your cosplay experience so far?
I have been cosplaying. Good. It has to be over 10 years because I started cosplaying before I was married, and I'm married 10 years this summer. I initially started, huh?
Congratulations.
I'm sorry. Thank you, sir. I initially started, my friends were going to Dragon Con, and I didn't know what it was, but I felt like I didn't want to be recognized in the photos.
Yeah.
So I made myself a Star Trek uniform, and I made it from the original 1960s pattern, which they used to sell. Now they're updated, and the updated patterns are actually quite better. But I made it from that. I went to Dragon Con, and I discovered that if you're in a costume, that's the worst way to hide when you're at a convention because everybody likes your costume and converges and they want a picture of you and all of that. But I came back from Dragon Con, I had never seen anything like it, and just the energy and the artistry really hooked me in, and I have been doing it ever since.
See, I know you talked about your Instagram page and everything. Have you had any good experiences with the cosplay community on Instagram and the conventions and all that?
Have I had any good experiences on Instagram?
Yeah, have you had good experiences with your Instagram and your cosplay community out in the conventions?
I mean, it's been pretty reasonably good. I have some friends on Instagram that I DM with quite a bit, so that's fun. I wish Instagram was a little more conducive to groups, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
Facebook has groups. I wish Instagram had the same thing.
that would be quite helpful. So tell us some of the things you've cosplayed over the years.
Um, we do a lot of video game stuff, and when I say we, my husband comes into the picture with me pretty frequently. We really recently put up a video of us being Jesse and James, and I feel like that's a really popular one. We've been Captain Toad and Toadette. I like building armor. I've been Cynthia from Fire Emblem. I have been Undyne from Undertale, and that's maybe my favorite costume that I've ever done, just because it looks so impressive in real life. What other armor have I built? I've built Beatrix from Final Fantasy IX. I
Yeah.
like being creatures. I've done Eve from Mass Effect, and that one is a really fun one because I'm completely covered and you can't see any part of me.
Yeah.
I've done Terra from Final Fantasy VI. She's a fun creature, but she's mostly just a bodysuit. She's one of the simplest costumes I have.
See, I think he was also from How to Train Your Dragon one year, was he not?
No, I've never even seen that movie.
I think who your character was. You had a fur outskirt around your neck.
Oh, that's Haunted from Octopath Traveler.
Oh, yeah, I think that's the first time I saw you at Lexicon.
Were you? Shoot, I don't know my superheroes, but Batman. You were in something black, right?
See, I think when I saw you, I was Nightwing.
That sounds like it's something black.
Yeah, pretty much black except for my blue emblem here.
Neat, that was you. Cool.
Yeah. See, you also do a lot of music with your cosplays here lately, I noticed.
Yep. I mean, I'm actually a music teacher. I needed something to do in quarantine, and this sounded extremely fun. I'm actually in my music room right now, and I have tons of instruments, and it's a lot of fun. I go to MagFest, which is a convention where you play video game music for 3 days, and it's just the most fun ever. And they have a website, vgleadsheets.com. If you're like me, you're in quarantine, you have an instrument, go to that website and start playing around. They have every clef, every transposition. They've made it as easy as possible, and it's really fun.
That sounds like it actually would be quite fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. See, no, I think I see your cello behind you. Am I correct?
That is my string bass. That's the instrument that I started on, and that well, I didn't start. I started on violin, but I switched to bass, and it's my main instrument.
Yeah.
This is my bass guitar, which is in here somewhere. I could dig it up if I needed to.
That's no point. So what are your big cosplay plans for the future?
Right now I am working on Scala from Chrono Trigger, which here I'm gonna get because I actually brought this. My idea, if you just look at her, it's a really simple costume. She's just wearing purple, but I love to sew, and I actually started in this hobby from making clothing to making costumes. So I had the idea to take her purple costume and line the entire thing in embroidery, and it has taken forever. But I based the embroidery stitches that I picked out on some of the architecture that I saw in the game, and I am just extremely impressed with this so far. It's got these big bell sleeves that I've all embroidered. It has a skirt too. I didn't bring the skirt in here, but this is the... Thank you. This is the one that I'm working hardest on right now.
Those may be a lot of work. I can do basic stitching. That's about it.
I have some of those on here. And there's actually a cool stitch that I learned. It's a whip stitch. If you stitch literally anything, such as a back stitch, and then you go in, see if I can find one, and weave more thread through it, that's a whip stitch, and it gets like all cool and twisty, like right there in the middle there.
It is quite impressive.
So you know more than you think, you know.
Yeah.
Another one that I'm working on, my friends and I had the idea to be Final Fantasy VII girls, and I'm going to be Yuffie because she's my favorite.
I'm working on a Vincent cosplay right now.
Fencing?
Vincent from Final Fantasy VII.
Vincent!
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That makes us doubles, kind of. We're both the secret characters.
I actually got his gun right here with me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, just got the last layer of clear coat on him today.
So did you make it, paint it, put it together?
I 3D printed it, I painted it, everything.
Oh, that's right, because you're a 3D printer too.
Yeah. My printer's currently down, but I'm going to have it back next week.
I actually brought in here, this is a piece that I made for Yuffie that I 3D printed, and I was very excited about it because my friend said it wouldn't print. And I'm like, all you print is calibration cubes. But my idea was to put it on my arm. I know this part's messed up, but it's going to be all covered in cloth because you put it on your arm, and whatever that is, that arm guard that she has is going to hold it up so it doesn't collapse, hopefully.
I also got Vincent's hand printed off already, so.
Nice. Does it move?
Oh, yeah, I got the fingers. I got to figure a way to keep the fingers from falling off when I move my fingers. So, I figure whenever I get my glove done, it'll be a little bit better fitting, so. But I'm excited to do it again. Jen from ShadowBrite Cosplay is going to make me some materia. So.
Yes. I went to Michael's like right after Christmas, and I bought up a bunch of those clear plastic balls.
Yeah.
And then right next door to Michael's is Five Below. And I went and I bought up a bunch of nail polish, and that's how I've been making materia.
Yeah, they were like, I know you do rosin pouring. Do you think you could make one of these? She goes, yeah, that will be a problem. Like, sweet.
Nice.
I'm going to attach one to the chain of my gun here. That is a little thing. Put a materia right down there with it. So have you got to play the new game yet?
I have. I love it. I'm almost mad at it for being as good as it is.
Yeah, and it's not being long enough.
I haven't finished it yet. True story. I got stuck in a part, but my husband figured it out, so he's gonna help me tonight, I hope. But
I beat it the first time. I'm trying to beat on hard mode. I'll give them credit. They actually made it pretty hard.
Oh, you're one of those. I set it on normal because I saw that Kotaku said that easy was too easy. But usually I'm a one and done kind of person. I just want to glide through.
I beat it, and like they go, you can get so much more stuff in hard mode. I'm like, okay, I want some cool stuff. So, and then I'm like, I'm about to point like, I don't know if it's worth playing it in hard mode.
Well, and we don't know yet if the cool stuff will transfer over to part 2.
Yeah, I know they're saying it could be anywhere from 1.5 to 2 years before we get part 2. But I was so hoping that we get Vincent and Yuffie and all them in part 1, but sadly we don't even know what they'll look like in the new one.
My husband, he did not play Final Fantasy VII back in the day, so it's been my greatest honor to just troll him. I'm like, oh yeah, Kate Sith is the one that gets stabbed. But he came up to me yesterday and he's like, I'm so sorry. I think I have this huge Final Fantasy VII spoiler. And I'm like, you can't spoil that game for me. Well, I think I do. And he shows me this picture and he's like, I think this is Yuffie in the remake. I'm like, that is Advent Children, sir.
Yep. I was over looking for my copy of Advent Children last week, and I was like, my brother took this. So I had to go hunt my movie down. Okay, back on subject. Do you have any tips for new cosplayers and everything?
My big advice is you come to cosplay with some skill set. You can, I promise, you can glue, draw, paint, sew, cut foam. You can do something. Start where your skills are, and then from there, the next costume that you make, learn one new skill, and then learn another new skill, so on. It's scaffolding. Eventually you'll learn everything. Give yourself a few years, but just make sure that you acknowledge some skill set, because I think some people come into cosplay and they're like, I don't know how to do anything. Well, friend, that's not right. You can put on eyeliner or something. Everybody can do something. My other piece of advice is when you start with a costume, start with something that you're excited about, because if you look at it and you go, oh, that's too hard, I don't want to do that, I want to do something easier. If the something easier is not something that you're passionate about, you're not going to do it. You're not going to complete it. If you do complete it, you're going to wear it, you're going to be like, So start with the thing that you want to do. Some people have started with the thing that they want to do and it's really hard, but they've done it because they stuck with it and it was a project they were passionate about.
Even if it takes a few years. So, I mean, there's a few cosplays that I started off like Nightwing. I was never happy with him. I just kept growing him. Now I'm finally happy with Nightwing. I love doing him at charity events and all that stuff.
Yeah, no, it takes time. Cosplay takes time. I guess maybe that's my third piece of advice. Give yourself way more time than you think you do. I've never cost crunched before because I have this skill called time management.
It usually is my luck. I'll have everything prepared, and like first time I did Batman Who Laughs, right like 2 days before the con, my visor fell off because my brother dropped it. And we're like, no. So I had to crunch to try to reattach it. And I'm like,
I'm so sorry. Yeah, breakage stinks.
Especially when the person drops it and they're like, oh, sorry, it just came off. I'm like, no. Oh, I got my little Tomberry with me today.
I saw him. I was glad to see him when you started the interview. I was like, ooh, is he a Final Fantasy nerd? Yes, you are.
Yeah. 7 and 8 are my favorite ones so far.
9 is my favorite.
9's my third. I just wish they explained more about why Zidane had a monkey tail. I just wish they explained more why does Zidane and Kuja have a monkey tail. It's just
they get to that on like the last act.
Yeah.
Well, no, they don't. No, that's just on me. They kind of really don't.
Yeah, they're like, okay, so what's the point of them having a monkey tail now? I just
I don't know.
I just assumed the creator like Dragon Ball Z and went with it. Any other new tips for new cosplayers? Where you've been doing this for over a decade?
Those would be my three big ones. Another thing about giving yourself time is you give yourself time to get supplies cheaply or get them on sale. So maybe that's my fourth tip.
Yeah,
Doesn't have to cost as much as it does.
I got a giant thing of foam in my guest room. I mean, it's taller than I am. I bought it off like $30 on sale. I'm like, I'll use this eventually. Don't know when, but I will use this.
Yeah, I have to buy the big rolls off of Joann.com for armor.
Yeah.
Because that's how much I use.
This is more like padding foam, like for upholstery and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that kind.
Yeah. Plan to use it for my Balticum one day, but not anytime soon. Would you like to go ahead and show some of the statements you brought today? I know you said you might bring some props.
I had brought the embroidery to show. I brought Yuffie to show. You know what? Since we're in my music room, I actually keep this prop in here because it fools so many people. This is the guitar I built for Ibuki, but this is not a real piece. It's completely fake. Yeah. And when you get close, you can see what I'm talking about. Like, that's clearly painted on. But from a distance, I've fooled plenty of people with this thing. Yeah. I actually built it from a pattern that I got for a real Fender guitar. And these are actual parts that I glued on.
I mean, you just did some strings on there.
It stays in my guitar. Huh?
You just had some strings on there. I believe it's real right now. So.
Yeah, oh, this is fishing wire.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like it, especially like over lo-fi zoom.
Yeah, I like the distance.
But it's in my guitar rack.
When I do Krampus, I have that little kid on my cage, and when people are at a distance, they freak out. They think I have a real kid on my back. I'm like, no, I'm not walking around a con with a child on my back.
Yeah.
But in my defense, I also have a sound box in my little kid, and it actually makes noise, so that sometimes terrifies people.
Oh, so they hear him too.
Yeah. I just mainly do that. That way, when I'm taking a break, I can set him off to the side, and as they walk by, I'll set my sound box button. Watch people.
Nice.
Yeah. It's some amusement while I eat. Would you like to play us some music? I know you said
that is such a good trouble. Yeah, let me get out my. I might start on my viola, and we'll just see where the. Whoops! We'll just see where the afternoon takes us. If I'd been better prepared, maybe I would have had it out. Hey. I know I said I'm a string bass. Huh?
You take your time.
I know I said I'm a string bass player, but when I was teaching orchestra, I had to learn this because it's portable. You can't really take it. I mean, you could, but that would be stupid to take a string bass between schools. It's set up it's over 7 feet tall. All right, I keep my sheet music on the computer, so you won't notice. I have to click out into my sheet music.
No.
All right. You said you're a Final Fantasy fan, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know how to pronounce the name of it, but the theme from 10. Da, 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 da. I could do that. start at the beginning, it'd be a little more satisfying. Hello. What else do I have? You might have to stop me. I could go forever.
Fine.
Try a little chocobo theme. Huh?
Just play a few more if you don't care.
You know. All right. I've got myself into sight reading trouble here. You never play the last note, but I'll play the last note.
Yeah. I was kind of disappointed that we didn't ride a chocobo yet in Final Fantasy VII.
I know they make reference to them because there's no horses. There's no horses, so they have to say things like, "Oh, Chocobo's back." Are you a Kingdom Hearts person?
I played 1 and 2. I haven't got to play 3 yet.
Oh, I played 1 like back in the day when it was on PS2. But I was introduced to this tune at MagFest, the Dearly Beloved.
Yeah.
No, I know what we'll do. I also have my melodica. I feel like playing it. Do you have the new Animal Crossing?
Well, my brother has a Switch and he won't let me play a Switch so I can play Animal Crossing.
I'm so sorry. Have you ever played any of the Animal Crossing?
Yes, ma'am.
Nice. I played it all the way back in the day since the GameCube days. This is a melodica. This is another very... Sorry?
I think that's when I first played it.
This is another very dangerous instrument that I was introduced to at MagFest. It's handheld and it's very cheap on Amazon, and you can do a lot of damage with it. I'm gonna adjust my webcam so you can see the melodica because I think we've had enough of my face probably. This is more fun, I would imagine. Well, hello. Ta-da.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I know you recently got featured in Cosplayzine here recently. You want to tell us a little bit about that photo shoot?
I did that photo shoot last summer at Frankfurt Con with Kiki Galaxy.
Yeah.
Except I think I always say it backwards. I think it's actually Galaxy Kiki. Kim. Everybody knows Kim.
Yeah. She did my Red Hood photo shoot.
Was that the same one that got featured?
My Jon Snow one got featured this time. Red Hood got featured last year sometime.
Oh, so you've been twice then.
I think I've been featuring Cosplayzine 5 times.
Wow, okay. This is my very first time.
I figured you've been there a few more, but I loved your Animal Crossing photo you got there. I'm sorry, I'm the one that spoiled it and let you know that you was in there.
No, I should have checked my email, even though when I looked at the email, they sent it at like 11:30 at the night before. So I only feel the littlest bit bad.
Yeah.
For not checking.
I'll make sure to share that photo where you got featured and everything on here.
Thank you for doing that.
Yeah. Anything else you'd like to tell everybody, or?
Love each other, stay inside, and post more cosplay.
Great advice. Well, I'm Jordan with SomerKnight Cosplay.
Oh, and I am Bean J Bunny.
Catch you next time.